see both sides of the story. I moved to Union Township 50 years ago. And at that time, along 88, where you have your giant eagle, there's nothing but a ball field. A lot of trees, people went hunting over there, there's a pond, kids used to ice skate on it, etc. I live in a very, very quiet little hamlet. Only one way in and one way out. And it was great. Well, like everything else, things changed, and the developer came in, and we voiced our opinions at that time. This is great, we're gonna get a shopping center. So Shop and Save was put there. And it was great. It was something for the community. And then some years afterwards, we had another developer come in. Tonka. I was on the planning commission at that time. His initial plans, similar to this, there's people that spoke against it, there were some people that spoke for it. But even though I had to put up with noise like you can't believe for 15 years, with roundhouse, 6 days a week. Initially, it started at 7 days a week. Mr. Spar knows that. We came down and Mr. Tonko to not work on Sundays. I told him even God rested one day, and he agreed with that. You know, this day he's never worked on Sundays. We had to put up with a lot of aggravation, a lot of dust, a lot of noise, from sun up to sundown, 6 days a week. During that course, we had a police department here too for a while. Another developer came in that wanted to develop the project. If my memory stands me correct, the township would have got close to $400,000 in taxes from the development. The school district would have got close to $1 million, if not more, from the same development. But we had a group of people in this township, they called themselves Union First. It wasn't Union first, it was them first. Because if that would have went through, we'd have still had our own police department. And that was a good police department. We would have had money to do things that now we have to apply for grants, etc. Shift from one project to the other to get things done in the township. The same group of people, this Union First, I don't know what their objective is in this township, but they're against anything new. Anything that disrupts their
He's a liar.
way of life, if you want to call it. They don't realize that people come in, they want to develop. They got money to develop.
Yeah, would you mind, and I don't mean to rush you, but would you mind giving your opinion on the Q&A development?
I wasn't here last night.
Okay.
I don't know all the ins and outs. I can see both sides of the story. Here's a young man, a businessman, that's trying to develop something to make a living for himself and possibly employ other people. On the other hand, I can see, hey, I don't want to be disturbed. I want to go down there and see the deer. I want to see the minnows in the creek, whatever, you know? Hey, we'd all like that, but, you know, quite frankly, I'm on a limb on this.
Okay. And Dave?
But I just want to make clear, you were at the prior hearings, and you understand the issues.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Dave, you have any thoughts?
I'm good right now.
You no comments?
My main thoughts is I'm also on the ledge, I'll be honest. It's tough because we have to juggle where the commercial starts, where the commercial ends, what's the best use and how to make the best use out of this township. And at the same time, we have had, just like Mr. Lawson said, a lot of residents come in and speak out against. We've had very little come in and speak for. I'm a very big believer in developing. You know, the township can't move forward without it. You know, we don't wanna go backwards, we don't wanna lose a police force again. We don't wanna, not that we would, but we're very financially sound. But at the same time, there has to be a divide on where commercial starts and commercial ends. And that's where I'm at too.
My opinion is, I'm similar to what Chuck just said, I feel that I work for the residents and the residents smoke, so, that's my, and I don't know if that's what you said.
That's exactly what I said. I don't know if you're chasing, everybody ready for a motion? Okay, what's that? This is going up. So yeah, that's the biggest thing I have is where everything should stop and everything should end. I'm gonna make a motion to deny Q&A Properties LLC to rezoning to a C2 district. I don't know how everybody else feels, and if it
I'll
falls,
second that.
that's fine too.
Bobby, roll call please.
Mr. Lawson,
No.
Mr. Eskin,
No.
Mr. Trax,
Yes.
Ms. Dale,
Wait, am I clear on this? Are we saying approve or deny?
Deny.
Motion to
Deny.
deny.
Okay, motion to deny, so,
Would be
you-
yes.
so
To
are
deny.
you,
I
I'm just wanting to be clear.
I am approving.
Okay,
So your vote was correct.
Okay, yeah, I'm denying.
I've never heard answers like that's why I had a,
You're voting to deny?
I've never heard like,
Okay.
yeah, we usually say approve or deny, so that's why, it threw me off.
Ms. Dale,
Approve, or, I'm sorry, now you guys are giving me. Motion to, or I second to deny, so now you're calling for my vote,
yes.
deny.
Mr. Bryant,
This is tough.
This is tough.
It's tough.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They got 3 votes, so I
Oh, you have to
abstained.
speak your word, speak your piece.
I spoke my piece.
Why,
Okay, you
why
have to-
are
you
you
have to-
abstaining? I think you should vote.
Like I said, I'm in the middle of the road here, man, yeah.
We don't know what to do.
It doesn't, yeah, I mean,
Doesn't matter, right?
my political life,
Just make, yeah,
it's
just
just,
vote.
I can see where this young man's coming from, I can see where he's coming from. I know where I was at 15 years ago.
Cast a vote.
Yes, please. You can't abstain.
Yeah, I'm saying, okay, then.
Yes or no?
Approve or deny?
Wait, if I say approve, that means.
That means you're voting yes to approve it, and if you say deny, you're voting that you are denying the application to switch to zoning.
So go along with the rest of the motion and say deny.
So the vote is 4-1 to deny the request for rezoning. Is that right, Bobby?
correct, yes.
Okay, before we move on,